Texas A&M coming into Ford Stadium Saturday, does their offense look anything like last year's offense, or does this look like Houston in a different uniform?
This looks definitely like Houston with a lot bigger athletes. Not the traditional Texas A&M anymore, but they definitely, they got a great coach from U of H who's trying to, change the coach over there, trying to work his system, put his system in with a new redshirt freshman quarterback. Of course, they still have the great running game. They got good backs and picked up another one, high school All-American in Williams. So they're looking pretty good.
How do you split the preparation between looking at the personnel from the film that you have from last year's game versus studying Houston? Is it 50-50, or do you really emphasize one more than the other?
It's definitely more. Me personally, I've been watching more of them against Florida. U of H, it helps a little bit, but not as much as I would like it to, so watching more about Florida.
All right, you mentioned their running game. The lead guy who's back this year is Christian Michael.
Right.
And last year he went 14 for 85. Against Florida, he put up 33 yards. Mm-hmm. What does he do well, and does he remind you of anyone else? Does he look like a different version of another running back that you've seen a lot of?
I would say a different version. I mean, I played with him in high school, so I mean, he came from my high school, so he's playing the same way. He just got bigger and stronger. I mean, what he does well is stop on a dime. I never met anybody that can run full speed and be able to stop on the dime like he can, man. And also, he runs hard. He runs under his pads. So even if nothing's there, he's going to fight to get 2 or 3 out of like a bad play. So he's a good running back.
What's that like going against a guy that you basically grew up with as players?
Man, it's great, man. We look forward to every year. Before the season started, talking about it. We got you on the schedule again, man. And I talked about how y'all got. I was like, man, y'all got us last year, man. So I'm coming back for revenge. He's like, man, I won't expect anything else, man, but your best. So I mean, it's a great friendly competition, hometown competition, man. So hopefully, I'll see him in this game and hopefully many more.
Do you try to blow him up, or do you sort of ease off a little because you don't want to hurt your buddy?
No, it's definitely I got to push him. I know he's going to push me. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to give him a good pop, and I'm sure he's going to try to run me over. So I mean, that's how it should be. You shouldn't take it lightly on your buddy, man.
A lot of times when a team loses a starting quarterback, as A&M did with Ryan Tannehill going to the Dolphins, you get a little nervous about the new guy coming in. But their new quarterback, Johnny Manziel, has gotten a lot of hype, a lot of attention. Give me a scouting report. When you look at him on film.
I mean, he had great high school numbers, as we all know, freakish numbers at that. Also, they keep it real simple for him. He's a young kid. He's athletic, of course. He's about a 4 or 5 guy. Looking at him on film, running the quarterback draws, but they definitely keep it simple. They usually give him about 1 read, and after that he can make it happen with his legs. Keep the play open. So he has a lot of growing to do, but at the same time, he's what they need right now, and a great replacement for Ryan Tannehill.
We can talk about Christian Michael all day, but Manziel was the leading rusher against Florida. Mm-hmm. Is that the key to your defense on Saturday? Keeping him in the pocket?
That's what we feel like. If we can keep him in the pocket, but and also stop their running game with their 3 backs, 33, number 1, and number 20. But definitely, it starts with keeping him in the pocket, man. Because like I said, he creates a lot with his legs. The receivers get open with him just running around, and he finds the open receiver. So we can keep him contained. I think we'll do pretty well.
He completed 76 or 7% of his passes last week against Florida, but a lot of them were short, screen passes, check downs, stuff like that. But 76% is, any coach will take that all day long. What do you see when you look at him as a passer? If you can keep him in the pocket, how is he as a passing threat?
Right. What you want him to do is, I mean, like you said, he was a leading rusher. You want him to pass. You want him to try to win this game with his arm. You don't want him to. We want to see that he can make those throws. Like you said, it was just short, dinky dumps, pass, like you said. So we want to see how he does with deep routes and stuff like that. We feel like we have pretty good DBs out there, so that can make plays. So.
How has their blocking scheme changed since Coach Sumlin came over from Houston? Or has it?
I mean, definitely he brought his system in from U of H, but I mean, it's a great offensive line. This might be the best offensive line we faced all year, man. If it's not the best line, in the nation right now, they have pretty good tackles, they have pretty good guards, man. It's just all across the board, man. You definitely got to bring it. Anytime we're blitzing, anytime we're doing anything, you got to bring it with this group because they're not gonna quit. They got a little gooning in them, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be.